Ass. That was kind of ass. Yeah, at the beginning of every stream I do that, like, 1 minute kind of silence thing, and this time was 2 because I was in the zone there. And I usually test all my my buttons out, make sure they're all working. Which, you know, it's kind of stupid. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't. Yeah. Oh, if you heard me say ass, then you missed nothing. You missed me playing that game for 2 minutes. So anyway, we're in the final area of Mario RPG. I switched the Scrooge ring out for the Jinx belt because this is honestly like the ideal setup for the end of the game here. Rear scarf, Jinx belt. They say to put the safety pin on Mario, but it's kind of pointless because it just stops 2 status ailments that don't really mean much when you have Peach around. So I gave him the Quartz Charm, which just means he's going to do more damage. Anyway, last time, we got up to the last level, and we got about a third in. And by the way, you can't actually go back to that save spot now, because now if you jump up here, you just end up there. That save block is only there as soon as you beat that boss. But yeah, now we enter the interesting actual factory part of the factory. This is the hidden drop-down point I mentioned before. So there's a flower and another full heal, even though we just got one. So I'm 2 flowers away from the max. Interesting. I've never gotten that much before. Shit. Yeah. Again, jumping with my controller is kind of rough because the button for the jump is like... It depresses very easily, so it just shuts off the input sometimes. It skips it, or whatever. So, this is interesting. Oh, hey Ryan, what's up? So this area is interesting because you fight essentially enemies that you fought before, but they're like kind of mass-produced now and soulless. There are these things called Jabbits, though, which you technically have not fought at any point, but they are associated with the third main boss. Last shot, that's a suicide move. And did nothing. Because, you know, each of the bosses had an enemy associated with them. Mac had the shysters on the pogo sticks. Bowyer had the little arrows, which are falling in this room, actually, and they stopped me from moving. I am in the final area. Here are called Springers. So yeah, the shysters, the Bowyers, then the third boss, Euritovic. actually has the little drill bits. Because if you look at the mushroom people in the seaside town, they actually are the drill bits, but just wearing mushroom hats. That's why they walk so fast. It's very hard to notice, though. Am I level 30? No, I'm level 25, I believe. Which is still way more than I need to be at this point, yeah. Half my party's 25, the other half is 24. It's a Funko Pop Kit Bash. Interesting. What was it of? See, I'm not into Funko Pops at all. I think I hate the super stylized thing. Like, some of them are okay, but like the fact that there's one for everything and most of them look insanely lazy, I can't get into it. Anyway, yeah, here's an example of one of the mass-produced enemies. It's just called Machine Made. And essentially it has the same moves as the original boss, but it's nothing. You could take him out in like 2 hits. And they do no damage. They do like really nothing at this point. These are a good way to grind, though, because these bosses these pseudo-bosses do drop a lot of EXP. I believe I've gotten to level 30. Off of these enemies. Group of 80s toy mashups, an EQ Girls figurine of rarity mixed up with a Baroness from G.I. Joe, accompanied with a Lil's Pet Stop Shell Ravage. That's cool. That does sound like a big, like, nostalgia. Sounds like a huge, like, kind of nostalgia, like, I guess blast, you would say. I don't know. I'm not really into most of that stuff, so... This room's weird. You fall down and don't automatically fall back up. Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus. The only downside with the ideal setup in this game is that it makes you slow as hell. Because Bowser's already slow, and Peach with the lazy shell on drops her speed to 0. So she always goes last no matter what. See, the thing with me is that I was born in '87, so while I am technically an '80s kid, I really don't know any of the '80s stuff. My comprehension of those things started at, like, 92. 91, 92, maybe. Bowser's 25. What's the most HP? It's 3. That was weird. I definitely jumped straight the hell up over that thing. Inactive characters get half XP, right? I don't know. It's very weird. I mean, I've not used Gino or Mallow in a long time. Well, aside from one fight with Gino earlier. But, they're still leveling up before Peach and Bowser do, so... There you go. It still goes in order for me. So I don't think it's halved. It's probably more like 3/4, if anything. Again, this game is very beginner-friendly. They went out of their way to make this game pretty easy, as long as you know what you're doing. Peach, that 2 HP probably will help less than... I'm gonna boost her magic attack, because she needs the healing power. Royal Syrup. Max Mushroom. Yeah, I'm incredibly powerful right now. Again, because this game has a very low level cap, so levels do make a difference pretty early on. By the time you get to level 20, you're good enough to beat this game. Oh, crap. Alright. I think one SNES RPG I've played most would either be FF6 or, if we're counting all iterations, Chrono Trigger. I've played Chrono Trigger through twice from the beginning, and then I think once to do all the endings. I am masterfully dodging all this shit, or blocking it. It's really not... I wouldn't really say it's dodging as much as it is blocking. I've played Super Mario RPG more than FF6 and Chrono Trigger, I know that. But I played Mario RPG like 5 times. In fact, I played this like 2 years ago, I think, which is unusual for me. I don't usually play through a long game like this more than once every few years. DS Chrono Trigger was a godsend when you worked at a BP station. That was how I experienced Chrono Trigger for the first time. In fact, that's the only way I've experienced Chrono Trigger so far. And I love it. I've said this a bunch of times, but I feel like Chrono Trigger is the one example of an RPG that, despite being made way back in the 90s, has not felt like it's aged at all. There's very little, if any, in Chrono Trigger that I feel is outdated and not good anymore. This move is my Achilles heel. Because of that shit. That means that I lose my entire turn now. So maybe I'll just go for this instead. Okay, that did nothing. So yeah, Chrono Trigger, Super Mario RPG. Speaking of RPGs, I mentioned this the other day, but a fan translation of a game called GOD, which stands for, I think, Growth or De-Evolution. And it also, it's, you know, it's the word God. That finally came out, and I've been told that that's a fan translation that's been in the works for a very long time, so perhaps at some point, streaming that might be in order. I'm just kind of still iffy about streaming more fan-translated RPGs because Sega Densetsu 3 and Live Alive didn't exactly leave the best taste in my mouth. Sega Densetsu 3 was good. I'm not going to say it was a bad game, but it definitely had a few frustrating moments. More so than Live Alive, or less so than Live Alive. Live Alive was definitely the most frustrating RPG I've ever played. You used to refer to Organization 13 as the Ansem Rangers. See, if you were here yesterday, that joke would have made a lot more sense. I think I already got the treasure chest. There's the other room. Oop, 98 flowers. I think that's the last hidden chest, though. Or that's the last chest in the game. Any idea if God is connected, or GOD is connected to EVO? I actually have no clue. I know that GOD is not made by Square Enix. Why'd it die? That was weird. Or is it that, they do like a last-ditch move when you kill them? How'd I do on frog coins? I got pretty good on them. I mean, I bought the Scrooge ring, which was the most expensive item that you could buy with them. And I still have 14 left over. Evo was made by Just Enix, and that's probably not related, because GOD was not made by Enix or Square. Yeah, they do a last. So when you kill them, they get one last little move out on you. 26. That's a substantial attack buff right there. Even though I'm probably not going to be using that at all anymore. I'm so close to the end of the game now, it doesn't matter. I believe you have to kill one of these while they're on that block in order to destroy it. So these Eurydovics, so these Eurydovics don't split into two, they actually burst into 4 little Jabbits, I believe. Oh, I don't think we're gonna get to see it because I killed it already. These are what I grinded on, I believe, to get to max level. So they drop 60 experience each. And I believe they just fall straight down the hole. Before I jump down there, though, we restock, or replenish. Whee! Behold, they've taken the bait! I guess I could spare a few minutes. Maybe they'd like to play. So, these two guys... they're pretty easy. I believe I usually go after Domino first. I'll go after Cloaker first this time. Domino takes more, takes more damage because he's magic based. Just really like Bowser, don't you? Also, my my emulator's kind of lagging a bit. Why is Bowser going after Peach? Peach has 0 speed, so there's no reason she shouldn't be going last. Phew, what weaklings! How shameful if they were to defeat me! It's clobbering time! Uh-oh. Oh, that's not a good start. Oh, hey guys, what's up? You're just in time to see me beat up a snake. Domino and Mad Adder. So the interesting thing with this is that if you beat Domino first, when Cloaker jumps on this, it's actually not called Mad Adder, it's called Earthlink for some reason, and it has completely different stats. So essentially there's 2 bosses that are possible to fight here, but you can only fight one. Wow, this thing is kind of wrecking me. Yeah, I know, we need Needle Man. Stop doing that! Wow, there was some slowdown there. Yikes, this guy hits like a tank. Alright, he's down. He's frozen. But yeah, I believe if you have Cloaker survive instead, Earthlink is a lot more attack-based rather than magic. I'm not sure. I usually always fight Earthlink, so I decided to go with Mad Adder this time. Say, if he does Sandstorm again, come on. Jeez. And he takes a nap. It's very interestingly designed enemies. They have like it looks organic, but it has that giant pod on the top of its head where the other guys can slot in. It's not Final Fantasy-ish, but it's also not Mario-ish. It's like very, very much a unique design by Square Enix. Production on schedule. This despite the fact that Mac, Bowyer, and Yaridovic and the Axum Rangers were defeated. At this rate, Smithy will have a new army in no time. A new army? You can't be making more weapons. Haven't you caused enough trouble already? Oh yeah? Who are you? This is the Mario. Give up now while you still have a chance. Shut down production now or he'll stomp ya. What did you say, you little puffball? Mad Mallet, trash him. I suppose Earthlink fits the character limits better than Alta Vista. Some of the character names make no sense, though. See, this is the home stretch now, nothing but battles ahead. Alright, let's see what you got. Also, they all carry a, oh, he's powering up hardcore. He's carrying a smaller version of Blade, The thing that we fought the Axum Rangers on. So I guess Punchinello isn't a member of Smithy's gang. He's just an enemy associated with bombs. Because they don't mention him anywhere around here. Yuridovic was the name of the spear. Yeah, it's the Japanese Yari. And they just kind of gave him the Vic ending suffix to his name. Ha! Hope you learned your lesson. We're almost there, Mario. Come on. What do you suppose this switch does, hmm? Nothing's happening. Huh? What's with the funny face, Mario? Oh, I know. You're trying to make me look, aren't you? I'm not gonna fall for that one. Heck, help me! Boy, that was scary. I guess the green switch controls the crane. Mario! Yep, here we go. One last Toad voice. Phew! I finally made it up here. Let me help you guys out. Princess! I'm sorry I snuck out without telling you or the Chancellor. I just wanted things to get back to normal. I wanted to do my part to help. Princess! Yes, that's it! Any job that lets me help both Mario and the princess is worthwhile! You're gonna help... You're gonna help both of us? Well, I carried all I could! Now what could you use? During their Platinum Nuzlocke, TFS named their Machop Punchinello. I named my Strunk Boy when I did my red playthrough. So he sells Max Mushrooms, which are good. Pick-me-ups, Able Drinks. Oh, he sells Froggy Drinks, too. You know what, though? These are pretty useless. I think I will buy... Oh, I can't even carry any more items. Get rid of the maple syrup. I'll buy 2 more pick-me-ups, just in case Peach falls for whatever reason. This is for you! Oh, a rock. Oh, god damn it. We'll just toss out another... You know what? We'll toss out the royal syrups. We don't need all of those. Thank you, Toad. We're almost there. Come on. Let's show him. Yeah, I don't think he sells anything else. I could sell my Ultra Hammer, but I don't need to. I don't need the coins. Here's the report. Sir, drill bit will be finished on time. We're ahead of schedule. We'll make Smithy proud. Good work, everyone. The harder we work, the stronger Smithy will become. The weapons we manufacture here will be... Just think of it. When Smithy takes over Mario's world, we can do anything we want. Not so fast. You sure are a cocky bunch. I rule this world, don't you forget it! It's Mario. Act 2 and Yuridovic 2 didn't stop him. No, leave Mario out of this! I'm the one you need to worry about, not him! Mario, you're about to make the longest jump of your life. You're ignoring me! If I only had gotten one more flower tab, I would have the max flowers right now. That's what they do. That's what they do. That's how they do. They throw bombs. Here's the report. Bang. Sheets, it's such a good thing I don't have exposed ears. That might have deafened me. They have horns. They hear through their horns. Vibrations in their horns. Oh, okay, he just summons more. Cool. Spritz Bomb. Oh yeah, that move. I'm pretty sure that move shows up earlier in the game and I never saw it. So could you just farm defense ups with Bowser by focusing on the add-ons? You can only get one defense up per... Defense up and offense up are a 50% boost to your stats, and they can only be applied once. It's a flat 50%. And the only way to lose it is either for the battle to end, for your character to fall, or for someone to use the move Shredder on you. Like the moon over the day. My genius and brawn are lost on these fools. Haiku. So here's where they get colored. That's cool. Oh wow, that's a full refill. These are mini-bosses. You there! Are you the one in charge here? Do you know what your weapons have been doing to our world? Stop this nonsense at once! I'm afraid that isn't possible. Any dissent against Smithy will be dealt with by immediate meltdown. Meltdown? You can't scare me. I've got Mario by my side. Dissenters will be eliminated. Production will continue. Alright, so we got the director. The director of, sucking. I don't know. These battles are more time-filling than anything else. Ooh, that, fears you. Okay. Really? And it's his turn? Oh, nice. That was still enough. Good. So we had Mad Mallets, Pounders, and now Poundettes. Peach going for the triple. That was scary. But we can't run away now. We've got to kick those lowlifes out of our world. We've restocked. Mario, I'm surprised to see you here. But this is the end of the line for you. This is the closest you'll ever get to Smithy, so savor the moment. Humph! You'll be fodder for my incredible invention, the gun yoke. Factory Chief and Gun Yoke. So the Gun Yoke, I believe, is just a thing that can do Breaker Beam like every turn, if it wanted to. It's a waste of time. Not gonna affect her. Hello. How are you? Youch, that hurt. Yeah, this guy's proto-Robotnik. He stole his blueprints. Only he didn't steal the egg shape or motif. He just stole the terminology. Well, he's dead. I'm making good time here. It's only been a half hour. Well, 40 minutes or so, but... Ah, shit. I should have healed. Okay, good. Got a freebie there. So yeah, tonight's stream isn't going to be a full 3 hours, because I ate dinner really late. It's going to, stop at exactly 10. Because I don't want to miss Critical Role. But I do have something else planned after this, which probably isn't going to be everyone's cup of tea. So, you know, you could stick around for it, but I don't blame you if you don't. Alright, Bowser's 26. You know, at this point, might as well just go all in with power. Ah, Peach is the only one who didn't hit 26. The production line hasn't halted. Look, Mario, this is where the weapons come from. This must be where Smithy makes his weapons. To find the last star piece and stop the factory, we've got to defeat him first. Mario, there's no turning back now. Are you ready? Our quest is almost over. And when the time comes... Come on, let's get the show on the road. Did I heal from that battle? I should have, because it's a mini-boss. We're all good. We're all fully equipped. Alright then. Just jump up. Save. And finish this. Would have been neat if Square Enix had dropped in a brief cameo by Kefka or Gestal. I would admit that would fit this theme kind of well. Especially Gestal. But, first off, did this game come out before FF6 or after FF6? I thought it came out before. I mean, Square Enix did drop in a Final Fantasy reference with Culex. They wanted to be very generic so it wasn't referencing a specific game. Hey! There's the last star piece! Huh? Already finished your tour of the factory, huh? Alright then. How about a little demonstration? Yo, Smithy. Stop making those things and hand over the star piece now. Huh? So you're Mario. Looks like we're gonna have a little dispute over the star. Just hand it over and get out of my castle. My, we're a little touchy today, aren't we? You know, I'm actually growing rather fond of this place. Please, don't make us go through any more. Just give us the star, now. Humph. Better yet, why don't you give me your stars? Why, then I could easily conquer this world. Then we could get rid of all our wishes and create a world filled with weapons. Over here, now. I'll crush you all. Mario RPG came out March 9th, 1996. That's not right. Oh yeah, no, it is right. FF6 came out in 1994. Oh, wow. So they were already working on FF7 by this point. So, rule of thumb with this fight, never bother with Smelter. It's not worth the turns killing it when it just comes back after, like, 2. What do we got? Meteor Swarm? I like how Smithy has a bunch of, like, unique moves. Also, man, why is Bowser so weak? Like, fragile. I don't recall him being this weak when I usually, play this game at the end. And he has the same equipment I always have him with. Sword Rain? Yep. Notice a lot of these attacks do like the same set damage every time they hit you. I was hoping you'd go after Peach. I'd probably do like no damage to her. Good, I was banking on that. Oh, this might be bad though, because now we got 3 attacks coming in at once now. Might have to kill one of these. Oh, fuck. That's probably going to take Bowser out. Shit. You know what? Time for a rock candy. And I got a freebie. Sweet. But that was not enough. So we'll do the rock candy again. Mario and Peach will most likely survive. Another freebie. Oh, I won. Alright. No! Calm down, Smithy. Your head looks like a geyser. Don't get so worked up. Think of your blood pressure. We just built this yesterday, and the foundation's very weak. So stop shaking the floor. How utterly annoying! Huh? What the? How in the heck? Heck. That's exactly where we're going. We're going to hell here. No! Whoa! I'm burning. Seething. Never have I been so wronged. It is time. I will show you my real form. I will show you my true power. I will teach you respect. And I shall have my revenge. No! So why were you that old man in the first place? Whatever. You know what? Why question anything in this game? Whoa! Come on, you puny ants. He's already going. He's going. I only have 3. You know what? Red essence. Reminds me of basic smithing practices. Care to guess what the most common project of all apprentice smiths is? Arrows? Or nameplates? Also, nice. I just realized the Quartz Charm gives you permanent attack up. That's why Mario's rock candies are doing 300 instead of 200. A coat hook so you could hang your stuff up in the shop. That's actually smart. So you can attack the body, and after doing enough damage, it'll freeze up for a few turns. It's not really worth it, though. You should just be attacking the head. I figured it'd be something small but useful. So I figured an arrow doesn't require much work, or neither does a nameplate. That might actually hurt her a bit. A bit. This is the best form to fight. It has the worst attacks, but it takes the most damage too. Because again, strong magic, weak defense. Oh, don't want to use sheep attack. I never even show that off on stream. Speaking in present day practice. Well, I mean, how are arrows made? Well, I guess arrows are mass produced these days. For archery. Yikes, that hurts. That was a little squishy. Nice. As long as it misses Bowser, that's okay, because he's always going to take the most damage. Anyway, Smithy has 8,000 health, so at the rate we're going, it's going to go down pretty quickly. Most arrows are fiberglass these days, really. Interesting. I haven't done any archery in a long time. Oh, right, arrows are very thin, too. Modern-day arrows. I'm thinking of, like, really old-school, like, typical fantasy arrows. Speaking of arrows, there's a move that looks different, but is essentially the same shit. $500 damage. Holy crap. I should probably heal. Bowser might go down. So Smithy has 3 or 4 forms outside of his default, which you can't, he doesn't stay in that at all. He has the tank, which is high defense, high attack. Magic, which is low defense, high magic, which is the one he's doing right now. He has the mask, which is kind of more defensive, and then he has the treasure chest, which causes a bunch of status ailments. Sees the Black Storm attack. Oh god, it's been ages since I thought of Soul Eater. That's actually a recolored version of one of Mallow's attacks. Jesus, that's painful. Oh, there's the status ailment one. Whoa, can't move. Alright, I froze his body. That regenerates, though, pretty quickly. Mute. So what he's really saying is Smithy is a precursor to Deoxys. Yeah, pretty much. Except there's no normal form for him. The normal head disappears and never comes back. Fear. And that is poison? I think so. Yep. And there's the mask face, which is the last of the forms. I mean, it's random, but that's the only one we hadn't seen. He takes a little less damage, Shredder. So yeah, that removes buffs, as we saw during the Culex fight. Though it really doesn't matter because Mario's got a permanent one. Do I have any damaging items left? No, I don't. Oh, let's use Psych Bomb. That did nothing. I'm burning with power! So he has, his body comes back when he says that. It looks like courage inside. Yeah, it kinda does. The cover, that does nothing. Okay, this head's the most annoying to deal with, just because you generally won't do any damage to it. And if you've built up any buffs, he'll remove them. And he's done for. Whoa! My body and head are burning! It's not possible. I don't believe it. I'm finished. Done for. Ugh, no! And they all died. Come on, Mario. Send the last one way up high. This ending is kind of abrupt when you... I mean, there is follow-ups in the credits and stuff, but... this actual ending is very short. Which is fine. I mean, for a Mario game, there's not a whole lot to elaborate on. I get to put my controller down for a few minutes. That's nice. Well, aside from the last bit of dialogue here. Also, this screen is so laggy outside of actual hardware. It actually affects the ending because of the amount of slowdown it causes, because the music keeps going. Thank you, everyone. The Star Road is back to normal. And... that's actually the last line of dialogue in the game. Oh. Top 10 anime deaths. Top 10 saddest anime deaths. Can I just say that this blue background does not fit Bowser's aesthetic at all? Like how is Bowser happy about that? Now we get the cool like epilogue. Like this is the ending. This for all intents and purposes is like the follow-up. That's nice. I mean, you get to see what everyone does after you beat it. Honestly, again, I've said this before, the whole Bowser's Castle aesthetic I usually am not a fan of anymore, just because, you know, it's in every Mario game, and you get kind of sick of seeing it after a while. That said, Bowser's Kingdom in Mario Odyssey is amazing. I would say it's the most inventive and stylized Bowser's Castle I've seen in the series. And I absolutely love how it's portrayed. And if you have not played Mario Odyssey yet, I'd rather not spoil it because it's really cool. So they're racing backwards. And also there's extra flowers that weren't there before, which is interesting. I mean, a lot of these maps and these epilogues have things that weren't present previously, so I'm not sure what the mindset there was. Maybe they just grew after you beat the game. Most inventive, most stylish, most weeby. Yeah, I guess I kind of agree with that. It's really hard to disagree with that opinion, honestly. I didn't lag too much there. About 5 seconds. Run. Hey, she agreed to marry him. Booster's the one that doesn't want to get married. Honestly, why would Booster turn her down? Cute bird lady and fat bird servant? Look, it's Weege. It's Weege in like the 2 seconds he gets to show up in this game. I never got Malo's final weapon, which was another pair of symbols. You've been watching a blind playthrough of Make a Good Mega Man Level 2, and someone managed to recreate the physics of Raphael the Raven boss fight in Yoshi's Island in its engine. Interesting. What kind of engine? Is it like the Mega Man, the Mega Maker one that came out, or is it like one of the later ones, like Mega Man 7 or 8. I'm thinking of playing Mega Maker, but also, I don't know how well that's going to run, and I also don't know if making a Mega Man stage on stream would be too interesting. Game Maker engine with some tweaking. Oh, interesting. That's cool. I mean, the Game Maker engine is a versatile thing. I believe, what is it? Game Maker Studio 2. The new one, like the current day Yuzuki Yoko Shimomura. Notice they spell her name with a U in this game. Yeah, Game Maker Studio 2 is going to be compatible with Switch soon. That's why Undertale being revealed for Switch was such a big deal, because it's being ported with Game Maker Studio 2. So it was kind of like a double thing. Like it was like, oh cool, the game's coming to Switch, but also, yeah, the Switch could support Game Maker 2 now, so get your games on that system, boy. Oh, there's our buddy Ted Woosley, or Ted Woolsey. I always thought it was Woosley. It's Woolsey. The L's first. That particular level also involved curving platforms and using Nitroman as a free energy surface cleaning utility item. That's cool. Nitroman himself or Nitroman's weapons? Or playing as Nitroman, you mean? Nitroman follows you around. You could summon him by pressing up and holding up and pressing fire. That's interesting. That honestly sounds something more out of like a different Mega Man series than Classic. Like that sounds like something that you would do in Battle Network or Star Force. Probably more Star Force than Battle Network. In Battle Network, if you had to use another Navi, you just control them directly. Did you pull off the 30 consecutive jumps with Mario? No, I didn't. Of all these side quests in the game, the Super Jump one, I think, is the only one, aside from getting the Star Egg, that I never did. Oh, and making the Baby Yoshi, the Fat Baby Yoshi. I never did that. I did do most of the game, though. I showed off pretty much everything I could. Which, again, like, it's a double-edged sword, because I know so much about this game that there's no real exploration. I'm just kind of doing it. As opposed to a game where I have no idea what I'm doing. Which, you'll be seeing that in just a second, so don't worry. Anyway, here's where the fireworks come into play. So the more you buy, the different symbol, the symbol shows up at the end. The more different whatever. If I buy 5 or more, it's a star. If you buy 3 or 4, it's a fire flower, and if you buy 0 to 2, it's a mushroom. This game really was Paper Mario, before Paper Mario, even down to the parade. Yep. I think this game just kind of started the trend of the parade and the credits. I mean, it's used in all the Mario RPGs. Mario RPG, Paper Mario, Pokemon Black and White 2. When you're in that one scene in Castelia City. You know, all the great Mario games. It is an RPG. You know, who the hell says Pokemon is not an RPG? That annoys the shit out of me. Just because it's a competitive RPG does not mean it's an RPG. Or it's not an RPG. So yeah, that's Super Mario RPG. It was a fun trip for the anniversary. I enjoyed it. It took longer than I wanted to finish it because of all the delayed streams and not being able to do things when I wanted to, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, it was good. It was good to revisit it. I think I need a bit of an RPG break on stream now, which is kind of ironic given what I'm about to stream next. That said, since I'm doing Persona 5 off-stream, I think I'm going to be taking a break from any kind of heavy stat-building RPGs on stream, especially since I've got another RPG coming up in June. I've got 2 coming up in September, and then I've got another one coming up in November. So that's quite a few, and I think I have another one planned at some point after those. So Paper Mario exists as a middle finger to Square Enix for wanting a continual piece of the Mario RPG pie. I don't necessarily think. Did they want more Mario RPG games? I don't know. Anyway, that's Mario RPG. I'm going to shut this off for just a quick second. And I'll be right back with the next game. I gotta just change the info real quick.